Hey everyone, and welcome back to I May Destroy You by The Verdict's In. I'm your host, Nicole.
I'm Gary.
And today we're talking about I May Destroy You, episode 11. Would you like to know the sex? Gary, what'd you think overall?
I thought it was a pretty good episode, and I'm glad she finally caught up with them bastards.
Yep.
I'm glad.
I am too.
I mean, all you gotta do is sit around, like they say, the killer always go back to the crime
That's
scene.
exactly what I thought of. I was like, these dudes came back. You would think when someone commits a crime, they would stay as far away as possible from that place, but nope.
They committed a crime that they felt that they wouldn't get caught.
Or that enough time has passed.
Or enough time has passed, yeah.
So. All right. Well, I enjoyed the episode. So much to unpack here. So many things to talk about. And I'll get to certain parts. I do kind of have disclaimers here and there on certain parts. But let's discuss Kwame. We finally see him go on a proper date. But before then,
right.
After everything that happened, was it Halloween night when Bella kind of like really dogged Kwame out for going with that lady? So we see them talking all at Bella's apartment along with Ben, and Kwame starts to wonder, like, am I even a good guy? Like, how could I have done that? That was fucked up.
Well, he started wondering if he was good enough of a guy for the guy that wanted to date him.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, he said, I know he's a good guy, but am I?
Am I a good guy? Right. I liked him saying that because sometimes, I don't know, is it something you ever wonder, like, am I a good person? Like,
nope.
No.
No matter what I do, I'm always a good guy.
Man,
always a good guy.
I'd be like secretly wondering, like, am I a good person? Like, I don't know. Like, there's some people that know me and they go, oh yeah, Nicole's super nice. And then there's like the people that really know me and they're like, Nicole's not nice. So when he was saying that, I start like looking at I felt like Dave Chappelle on one of his skits that I just want to bring up. But I felt like him, like when you start internalizing, you're like, shit, you kind of like just put your head down and start like thinking about your actions and stuff like that. And I'm like, am I a good person?
Really? Never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind.
So you just know you good.
I just know it.
Okay, well, that's cool. Well, I like Ben telling him, reassuring him, like, hey, you're a good guy. And so we see Kwame go and he meets with the lady. Now,
yeah, she meets up with him.
Yeah, so I was surprised that she, like, her reaction was her reaction given the fact that she met up with him.
I wasn't. I can't remember what he said, but remember I said, hey, he said the wrong thing. I think she wanted to go hear him out, and she thought, sometimes you need to just...
He said experiment, I think.
Right, that's the word.
Like,
experiment.
What the fuck?
Like, why use that word?
You wouldn't say that. You don't use that word with anyone that you've had sex with.
No
one. To experiment with you. That's like almost as bad as like a white guy dating a black girl and then like, I just wanted to experiment. Or even vice versa. Like, what the fuck? No, that's not okay under any circumstances.
Sometimes you just need to apologize
and shut the fuck up. Right.
That's it.
Right. And put your head down and take whatever L you're going to get. Like, so, when he said that, and he was like, well, it was an experiment, blah, blah, blah. And she went off. She was like, it was almost like a fake identity. You never know. And you never know what you'll do again. Because he was like, I won't do it again. She's like, actually, you never know what you'll do again.
Right.
After you did it once.
This time.
Right. And she said, the problem is that predators and criminals never face justice.
It's somewhat true.
Well, it's hard when you use a blanket when you say never face justice and like pretty much all predators and criminals never face justice. That's not true. But I can see how it can be
it's what
perceived
you consider,
that way.
It's who you consider a predator.
Yeah.
Because what he did wasn't illegal.
Nope.
So there's no justice for another. So I understood what she was trying to say.
Right. That some things are not illegal, but it was still wrong. Just
it was
the
still
same
wrong.
With Terry. That wasn't illegal, but it was still wrong.
This is something that you can't learn your lesson from.
Right. Now, what Zane did to Bella, was that illegal or just wrong? Because he was walking around free, not trying to go off of where we are here, but was that illegal of him taking off the condom? Well, yeah, because she said it's rape by UK standards. This is not rapey. It's not a rape adjacent. This is rape. So I guess what he did was illegal.
I don't know.
And then it makes you think of what she said. I didn't get her name, but it makes you think of what she said even more true. Like Zayn just walking around. He got a book deal. We'll get on that. You know, I mean, he's living life. He's still walking around.
Well, he's not living life. He is facing justice. He can't use his own name anymore.
Use his own name, yeah, but come on, just change your name.
I mean, he had to walk around with his head down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's chances that somebody might recognize him.
Yeah.
So he's really not walking free. He has faced justice. I don't know if what he did was illegal. It was wrong, and it should be illegal. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. But I know he's facing the consequences.
Yeah. Well, I think after this reading that she gave Kwame, I don't think he'll do it again. I mean, like, we get a little deeper side into Kwame. So seeing how she reacted and everything, I would like to think that he won't do it again.
I don't really think Kwame wanted to do it the first time.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. But we're not going to paint him a victim. But yes, you're right. She was the aggressor.
She was.
You know. But then we end with his story this episode with him going on a proper date with the guy. So I like that.
Yeah, they went to an art gallery.
Yeah. Nice. It's funny when we watch these shows.
That's a cool
now.
date.
It's a cool date. Like, I've never been on a date to an art gallery. I don't think. Ever. Hint, hint, Gary. but also at the same time watching it, I'm like, you can't even do this. Like, half the stuff they do on this show, it's like you can't even do it anymore. It seems like a reality that's no longer. So
man, you got like this I Am Legend around here. The apocalypse is here. Man, you turn on the internet, there's people still out there partying.
Right. You can go to
a club.
Yeah,
people
you're right.
at the clubs with a face mask around their chin.
Yeah. I just saw a picture on Twitter, I think it was, with like a big whirlpool or just like a big pool in Wuhan where it started. And they're like virus. I mean, I don't want to say virus free, but they don't have any like new cases or anything like that. And like now they're partying like for real without masks, without social distancing.
I mean, they probably already got the vaccine.
Yeah, they probably do.
They're
probably like, let's wait until the Americans get super desperate, and then the more we make them wait, the more they'll pay for it.
I don't think they would give it to us while Trump's in office. He done spoke so much shit.
Yeah, you're right. That's fucked up.
As long as he's in office, they're like, hey, figure it out.
Figure it out yourself. You calling it the Chinese virus too? Figure it out yourself.
Figure it out. That's
fucked up though. That's not good for as far as human rights go. But all right, so let's get to Terry. And we've been seeing her eye the guy that. Well, before we get to the guy, something happened with Terry that we never thought would happen.
What's that?
She finally booked the job.
Hold on now. Something happened with Terry that Terry
never thought would happen. Right.
Like when Terry, she was looking shocked. They said, you got the job. What did I say?
You said her job is going on. Her job is going on in auditions, right?
That's her job.
Yeah.
Her job was auditioning.
Right.
She don't know what to do now.
What you mean I got the job?
What do you mean? Nah.
She better not get stage fright again. She better not. She better go through with it. But I'm happy for her. I mean, like, because I thought she got bad news. I couldn't tell. She was, like, literally frozen when she got that news. So this is big for her.
She's confused.
Yeah. She's like, what do you mean? This is not the call I'm used to getting.
What do you mean? I've been working.
Right.
These auditions, that's my job.
Yep.
I'm working.
Yep.
You can keep this. Keep this news.
I don't need this. I got another interview set up tomorrow. All right, so the thing I want to talk about, though, mainly with Terry, was the guy that she's always, like, eyeing at the cafe and da-da-da. And finally today, she was like, hey, here's my number. Why don't you give me a call? And then better yet, she, like, chased him down after he got off his shift.
Right.
And went after him. So, like, just that part, were you kind of, like, rooting for her? Like, yes, go Terry, get it.
I seen Terry have a threesome. Terry's not I'm just saying, she's not a shy person.
Yeah, okay. I
mean, I can see if she was a shy person and she finally woke up the courage
yeah, you're
to go
right.
speak to him.
Yeah.
But Terry's outgoing.
Right,
This is something I wasn't surprised at all. Terry's going to say how she's feeling.
No, that's true.
And she's going to do what she feel.
Well, once they get to their restaurant and start eating, or before they even eat, a lady comes up to the date and she goes like, oh my gosh, I love you, blah blah blah, like you're amazing. And he was like kind of secretive as far as what he's famous for, like how would someone, a stranger, know him. So Terry can't even wait till she gets home. She literally goes to the bathroom, looks him up, and then that's when she finds out that he is trans.
Yes.
Now, okay, so I have a few thoughts. I just definitely don't want to come off saying anything insensitive or anything that's like not politically correct or whatever, but like, I don't know, like Terry, I kind of felt like she was guilted to stay just a little bit because she looked like she kind of wanted to leave, but then she's like, well, if I leave, people who think I'm transphobic.
She definitely wanted to leave.
She definitely wanted to leave, but like, and there's so much conversations on like people being transphobic, and let me just make it very clear that like everyone deserves equal rights. Trans people, everyone deserves to be happy and live a normal life and everything like that.
Let's make this clear. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There's no buts to that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything you're saying is true.
Yeah.
Facts. But I want to make this clear. I don't think that she wanted to leave because the person was trans and she was uncomfortable with that. I don't think she has a problem with transsexual
trans people. Yeah,
trans people. It just wasn't a person for her.
Or she didn't know that's what she was getting into. Or
that's just not something she wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think everyone has the right to get up and leave if this is not. But if she would have got up and left, it wouldn't have seemed like this is not the person that I'm interested in. It would have seemed like she's
transphobic
or whatever, or transphobic or
yeah,
right.
Yeah, because well, see, and that's why I'm confused on, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like I part of me feels is like, well, when's the appropriate time to announce that you're like, do you, every time you go on a date, hey, or do you like, you know, this date was natural, so
Let's
it was not
talk
even
about it.
It was not even like a date where they met online where they could have it in their profile, which I don't even know if someone puts that in their profile.
So do you think that before they sat down to eat, she should have told her? I'm sorry, he should have told her.
I mean, I don't know. That's it's kind of weird. Like, when do you tell the person? When do you announce I'm transgender? Like, that's like, I don't know. When do you announce that? Right away? Before the first? I mean, she went after him. It's not like he approached her. So when was the appropriate time for him to say? Like, maybe right when they got together?
Now, see how confusing life is? Because with this situation, you're saying you don't know when she should have told her. When he should have told her. I'm sorry. But in a previous situation, you said he should have told her that he was gay right away.
Oh, with Kwame.
With Kwame. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, what's the rules to this? If you're just dating somebody, getting to know them, then that's when you get to know them. Kwame said this episode that it was just a hookup. He told her at the table, like, I didn't think I should have told you. It was just a hookup.
Okay, well then I guess my stance is you tell the person before it gets physical. But at the same time, what if you could, like, there's some people that have those, like, I'm not getting physical until 3 months down the road. That's the longest time to be, like, getting to know someone without knowing something so important.
Let's stop. Stop it. Stop it right now.
What?
If you don't plan on being with that person, if y'all don't plan on being together, like Kwame, they just want to hook up. He met her on Grindr. If it's not a STD, you don't really owe them anything. They don't owe you anything. Kwame looked at that as, we're hooking up. We're not going to see each other again. It is what it is. In this situation right here, I don't think that, I don't know. It is a confusing situation because let's say we go on multiple dates and we really start feeling each other, and then I come out and tell you, then you may be transphobic or whatever.
Or you may feel betrayed or whatever.
Or feel duped.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, what if those were like excellent dates?
Yeah.
Those dates were amazing.
Oh, well, then maybe you go on a first date, and then after the first date, if everything goes well, then you're like, you know what? I really enjoyed spending this time with you. I would like to see you again, but before doing so, I do want to let you know that I'm transgender. And then especially because I don't know if he was joking. And I get it. Like, I hear all these times that it doesn't matter what's inside anybody's pants. Like, that's their business. And I do get it. Like, you shouldn't really have to be discussing what's in your pants. Like, you know, your body parts that early on a date. But, like, he made it. And I don't know if he was joking, but he was like, yeah, there's a vagina here. So then it was almost like, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I'm like, I don't know what's appropriate to say. So that's all. But I mean, moving on from the transgender part, it seems like they end up having a good time. And then even later on, Terry was like, yeah, we're together. When she went and saw Bella, she's like, yeah, we're together. I'm like, wait, is this supposed to be weeks later or the same day?
I think it was like the next day or something, or the same day.
Okay. I forgot to see what she had on, but when she's like, yeah, we're together. So I was like, oh, okay. So, I mean, and Terry said she's not a prude. She had a threesome. So that's one thing I will say. As soon as they start talking about the threesome, he knew immediately that they weren't strangers. Right. He's like, they weren't strangers. And then Terry's like, why would you say that? He's like, come on. He's like, they left together.
He knew, she knew.
Yeah, and she knew.
No, he knew, she knew.
Oh, he knew that she knew they weren't strangers. Okay.
Because he said something. I can't recall what he said, but he said, and you think about it all the time, or you regret it every day. Yeah, he
said it's still like kind of still fucks with you a little.
Right.
You know? Yeah, good insight right there. All right, so let's get to Bella. Bella, once again, was giving me, like, I was just cringing a few times throughout this episode. Mainly when, once again, okay, well, before we get there, she's impressed with this book. She's reading this book called Sundial. And you tell me what you think of this, if it's problematic. But she's like, oh my gosh, this person's just like me. Their name is Della. My name is Bella. They're black. I'm black. Like, just kind of like they had a lot in common, it seemed. At least that's what she thought. So she sends Della a video message. Like, they did a few different video messages, and then they finally decide to do one with her on the toilet. Like, I didn't get it. With Bella with her little hat on that she was wearing all episode long.
I wasn't feeling the golden child hat.
Yes.
I wasn't feeling that hat at all.
I was like, Bella, I don't get what's going on. But like, if this is your way to process, I guess, you know, but I didn't get it. But then she gets blocked. So what did you think immediately when she got blocked? Like, did you think, dang, this girl was like, this video's weird, I'm not fucking with you?
That's what I thought. Mm-hmm. I thought maybe she had stalkers all the time, a lot of people calling, and somebody on the toilet saying, yeah, we need to talk. That's crazy than crazy.
Yeah, it is. Especially someone you don't know, just because you're in the same field. Like, no, that's weird.
Here's another Looney Tune.
Right.
Block.
All right, so Bella goes to see Susie because I guess she wanted to see if she can get a hold of Della. And she makes a joke about, like, melanin, and then, like, she's like, well, tree bark. And Susie, I don't know if Susie just completely did not get it.
She got it.
Or she was like, bitch, I'm not discussing. I'm not, like, here to ha-ha and either hee-hee with you.
Well, the thing is, with her, I mean, it got to be nerve-wracking that... Especially when you're a black person in a high position, and now someone else that, you know, they're black, and, you know, instead of them treating you like you're who you are, the position you are, they're like, oh yeah, you know how you know it, you know how we do,
right?
You know what this melanin mean? Yeah, girl, you got me, I got you. No, you got to do your damn job.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I kind of agree with you, but also at the same time, and this is not, of course, all black people, but I do feel like so many other races and ethnic groups, like, do hook each other up, and I do feel that when, like, a black person makes it, it was so much work and so hard to get to where we go. We never want to look like we're giving favors to, like, someone else just because they're black. So I feel like sometimes we do the total opposite. Like, we do the opposite of a solid because we're trying to make sure that no one thinks that we're giving a favor. And not necessarily this is what Susie did, but the fact that kind of every time Bella did try to relate to her from, like, one black sister to another, Susie never even tried to act like, yes, girl, I'm with you. She always tried to act like...
Well, the thing is, Bella was so heavy-handed with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the only time you come to me now is when you want a favor.
Yeah, that's true. But the first time when Bella met her, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're black! Like I didn't know it." And then Susie's like, "Yeah, like just I don't know, like come on."
No, it seemed like they both were excited to see each other at first.
Okay, maybe I missed that. I just sometimes it feels like it's okay to see another black person and be like, "Yes, hey, I'm glad you're here." It's okay to do that.
You gotta read the situation. And, sometimes, like, I can see if Bella went to her and was like, yeah, with advice on, how she could get in the position that she's in.
Yeah.
Or, went to her, like, as a
like a
mentor,
mentee. Yeah, mentor. Yeah.
Like that. But the first time you come to me outside of the time we met is you asking me for money.
Right.
So this is not our policy. So now I'm supposed to just give you money because we're both black.
Yeah.
I have a job to do. You have a job to do. All right. Now, if you need assistance, she gave her assistance.
Yeah, because that's how they got Zane.
Yeah, that's how they got Zane. So, I'm already trying to help you be a better writer. I don't usually send my best writers out to anybody.
Right.
Now, the second time you come to me about, for another favor.
Right.
Yeah, I was hoping you introduced us. Well, she knew she couldn't introduce her.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
Yeah, because she was dead wrong.
Who was dead wrong?
Was her name Susie?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was dead wrong.
Oh, for giving Zane the book?
For giving him another shot.
Well, yeah, because she loved the work too much.
This guy just raped somebody.
Yeah.
Not only one person, two people that work close to you.
Yeah.
Instead of, throwing him away like trash, and, that's showing them that you have their back, you go for the money instead.
Right. Yep. And I'm glad you said this because this happens a lot, not just with, book companies, but it happens a lot in Hollywood. It happens a lot everywhere. You hear about it. Like, it took like 5 people, or it took for the story to break where the person finally gets fired, even though everyone knew behind the scenes what that person was doing.
Yeah.
And it's because it's always about what's in the end, the money.
Yeah, money before anything.
Yep.
Which is crazy. So maybe Susie's not a good person.
Maybe. Well, she didn't get there. No, I'm not gonna say you can't be successful without being, or the only way to be successful is to be a mean person. But well, afterwards Bella goes to her publicist, and they let her know, like, Henny House, they like hit it hard, all the news at once. Henny House is withdrawing their commission, so we need to figure out how you can repay them, and then at the same time we can no longer represent you. Like, it's business, and sometimes, and that's why they say, like, be careful with jobs and everything. You can put all of it into your job and they will drop you like that. Now, at the same time, I will say, I feel like they've given Bella a more than enough chance. Like, they've given her time to heal and everything.
Yeah, you got to look at it like this. Although Zane is a Rebbe type person, he's a producer. He's producing for them. Now, Bella, on the other hand, she's not even picking up a pen or typing in a letter or a word or nothing.
Not a damn thing.
She's not doing nothing to perfect her craft. She have a draft to turn in. She had a draft to turn in since the season started.
Yep.
And the season's been going on, 8 months, 9 months?
Yeah.
It's almost a year. So
when Della reaches back out to Bella, when Zane passes by, did you immediately think Zane is Della, or did you think it was a coincidence, or what were your thoughts?
Nah, I knew it.
You knew it?
Yeah.
Okay. And were you surprised that he offered to help her with her book and she accepted?
No, I'm not surprised. I think he feels like he owe her one.
Yeah.
He owes her more than one. But
Right.
And then you got to look at it like this. They did have a relationship, whether we want to talk about it or not.
Yeah. It wasn't just like he raped her and then she never saw him again. They did kind of carry on.
Carry on for, what was it, like 3 months down?
No, I think it was like 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was surprised to see them back at her house, and because that's kind of where the scene of the crime happened. But one thing before we get to that final scene of her flashbacks and everything like that, which was crazy, is that she gave him her bags, the bags that had the evidence and everything. Hopefully the police have data or whatever they got from, stuff from the from the evidence because
Right.
she's like, can you throw it away? So I was like, no, don't tell me the evidence is gone now just when she finds the person.
Yeah, that was a good observation.
Yeah.
I thought she was just giving them trash. That writing she was doing and
Yeah.
everything. But
I think she's gonna write it. I think she's writing something really good because she was just showing it was showing all her flashbacks with her dating Biago and just everything that's been going on these last few months. So, and he said, I thought your book was about consent, and she said, no, I'm doing something else. So
yeah, not anymore.
yeah, so I'm interested to see what it's gonna be about. And then the flashback of the night that she was raped, that
Crazy.
was so crazy.
Cringy.
It made me feel sick to my stomach just seeing it, like just seeing how gruesome it was, because like she hits her head, and me and you were talking, you said, could that guy be convicted of almost like attempted murder almost, or
Attempted murder.
because she could have died.
She could have died. She hit her head. I mean, he had sex with her while she was bleeding from the head.
Right. Raped her
And-
while she was bleeding from the head.
Yeah, raped her. And he knew she did because he said sorry.
Yep. And then what was up with the guy that was like being the lookout? Like, is this what this is not their first time. This is what they do.
Yes, I have two theories. My first theory is they both raped her. She only remembered the first one. He stood watch while the one guy raped her, and the other guy came out and stood watch. Or this is just what they do. Like, all right, it's my turn this time. You stand
Right.
watch. Or, whatever. Oh, it's your turn. I'll stand watch. This is something they do.
This is sick.
I mean, they walking
Sick, sick,
around
sick.
with the date rape pill.
I know.
They had plans to do that. So luckily, she didn't get an STD.
Yeah.
And that's so sick because you carrying somebody at the club that can't even stand up, sweating all hard, looking all crazy, and you still gonna stick your manhood in that?
It's disgusting. They were disgusting. I thought we saw enough already, so seeing that flashback, it just made me feel really sick, and it
was
made me
sick.
pissed off. And I'm like, I want them to get, like, both of them to get the fullest extent, and maybe to find out who else has some nights they don't remember going to that bar or any other establishments that's nearby.
That was a couple of crimes committed that night.
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping. They could be one of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wish I knew. I should have
Right.
did a little more research. I probably call my dad. My dad probably know all the crimes. Oh, that right there. No, they give you 5 to 10. Oh, that's gonna give you life. And he can tell you what any crime is. You gonna be getting out sometime in February.
Yeah, but that was pretty sick. I hope next week we see her take them down. So I'm kind of glad now that she kept going back to that spot. She knew what she was doing after all.
I don't think she thought she would ever find anybody, or she would remember. Because remember, it started to fade from her. But I know she wanted to, because this became their little tradition.
Right.
Like, what day was it? Every Friday or every Saturday, just to go there and just sit down. Mm-hmm. And I mean, she has the best friends in the world.
Yeah.
Someone who could, after like 1 or 2 times, I'm out.
Yeah, like, girl, we ain't doing this again.
Yeah.
So, good friends.
Especially because, she don't smoke, don't drink no more. So now we just sit at a bar, the music playing, and
Sober.
we're sober.
Right.
Not for me.
Right. All right. Well, I guess that is all we got. We will be back next week for, I don't know if it's the season finale. I didn't even look it up because I thought episode 10 was going to be the season finale. But HBO shows are usually not that long, maybe 12 to 13 episodes at the most. So next week could possibly be the season finale or series finale. I think it's just a one season show. And then, of course, we are doing Lovecraft Country. If you did not check out our instant cast this past Sunday, check it out. It was on the same feed. We will be posting that pretty soon. We actually have to record it hopefully tomorrow.
Yes.
And once we finish up with I May Destroy You, we'll be able to post Lovecraft Country. That's a tongue twister. Lovecraft Country earlier in the week instead of later. But that is all. Thank you so much. I'm Nicole.
I'm Gary.
Bye.